you're feeling lonely today, come along and throw your cares away.
Well, they called it Super Smackdown, and by God did it deliver. What a show for Friday Night Smackdown in Madison Square Gardens. It created stories, it gave us continuations of others, and the main reason it was great, Pat McAfee was back on the commentary table. Get in! But this is things you might have missed from Friday Night Super Smackdown. Before we get started, make sure you like this video. It really does help it out on YouTube. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It's free! The very final moments of SmackDown saw the return of the Demon, Finn Balor. Oh my God, what a moment after the tease last week. He really didn't take long to show up, and that was great. Honestly, the effects they used for his entrance were incredible. A lot of people were moaning on Twitter that obviously Roman versus Finn was advertised for Extreme Rules. No mention of the Demon. They didn't need to mention the Demon. They had the Demon. Oh, it was so beautiful. Honestly, such a good way to end the show. Really was. But did you know, after SmackDown went off the air, Finn Balor came face to face with Baron Corbin. You know, happy Corbin. I missed him this week, I'll be honest, but honestly, what a moment that would have been to be in the arena seeing those two come face to face.
Is there actually a garden?
I don't know, let's find out!
Let's go pick some flowers.
Although we couldn't see him, John Cena was indeed at Friday Night Smackdown in Madison Square Gardens. He was in the main event dark match of the show after SmackDown had aired, teaming with Rey and Dominic Mysterio as advertised. Kind of an important match because this is probably the last time we're going to see John Cena in WWE for a long time. And I want to give a massive shout out to Boy123 who sent me this picture. Obviously incredible seats you got there, dude. But the main show of SmackDown did kick off with the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. And it didn't take long for Brock Lesnar to show. Oh my, imagine being in this venue tonight. You definitely got your ticket money worth. Obviously, Brock Lesnar laying a little mind games, perhaps, for Paul Heyman by asking Paul Heyman why Paul never told Roman Reigns he would be at SummerSlam. And that led to which is a chant you probably missed if you watched on Fox, because apparently Fox completely muted that chant. They did it on BT Sports, so thumbs up for that. Obviously, thought for a moment we was going to get a reunion of Heyman and Lesnar. Heyman did do his whole "My name is Paul Heyman" promo. Really good. But, well, look what happened.
Brock looking for the F5! And Roman Reigns to the Super...
But the Beast was able to overcome everyone and, of course, lay out the Usos. And, of course, Roman Reigns got away pretty much scot-free. So, Roman Reigns had a decision to make whether he would accept Brock's challenge. We did then see him seemingly trust Heyman again backstage. Honestly, just look at the halls of Madison Square Gardens. Look at those pictures. Behind Heyman is D-Generation X. The one you can't see is The Rock. But interestingly, Heyman did an interview this week where he said that if fans think that they can figure out what's going to happen between Roman and Brock, you won't, because there are loads of twists and turns that are going to come in the near future. At the end of the show, Roman Reigns did accept Brock Lesnar's challenge. We don't know when. We assume it's going to be Crown Jewel, but time will tell. Honestly, I'm so excited for this. Now that Heyman said that as well, it's going to be good. SmackDown this week was on the eve of the 20th anniversary of 9/11, and WWE did a really good job throughout the show of never forgetting. And the tribute stuff that they put on the show was great. They have got a documentary on the network. Never forget, WWE returns after 9/11. I watched it earlier on today. Genuinely, probably the most emotional documentary I've ever seen WWE produce. Definitely well worth a watch. Seth Rollins versus Edge 2. Oh my God, it was even better than the first one. What a match. Dave Meltzer probably won't, but this deserves 5 stars and the rest of the bag. The story that they told in the match was incredible. Towards the end, Edge was pretty much out on his feet. Seth wanted him to die. Seth Rollins went to that dark place once again. He did defeat Edge, but he seemingly looked shocked at what he'd done. That stomp to Edge seemingly wrote Edge off of TV. The match ended with the referee asking for EMTs, the stretcher coming out, and we went to commercial break. It was a great touch because it was almost like we wasn't supposed to see what we then saw after the commercial break, where basically Edge was pulled out of the arena on a stretcher. I did find it interesting that Rey Mysterio was there. Now, we know Rey and Edge are friends, but remember, Seth Rollins and Rey had that long-time feud. When Seth Rollins obviously pulled his eyeball out and all that stuff, but when he snapped before, and that's kind of what we saw tonight. After this, we had a little backstage interview with Seth where he said, I don't really remember what happened. I don't feel anything. This is an unstable Seth Rollins, and it's good.
You gonna get a taxi around here?
I absolutely love this weird dynamic WWE have created between Caleb Braxton and Paul Heyman. She always shows up, and it's so good how they're doing it. I love it. But she wasn't the only one who showed up. The man, Becky Lynch, came around to SmackDown this week with a contract signing with Bianca Belair for their match at Extreme Rules. I literally think she killed Elmo to wear that coat. It was huge! Under those lights, she must have been so hot, honestly. It was great promo, though. She actually went to a place which I thought most superstars should. Why would I want to sign this contract? What happens if I don't sign this contract? And it got her heel heat for the first time. Fans booed Becky Lynch. About time. But of course, she did inevitably sign the contract. And then the match was made official. Her and Bianca Belair is on for Extreme Rules. The build for this is really, really good. And by the way, just take note of Adam Pearce's face there. He knows it's going down, people. But genuinely, the booking at SummerSlam wasn't great. But the booking of the story now has been absolutely incredible by WWE. I'm really excited to see Bianca versus Becky for sure. Now, I know most of you wasn't expecting that, so if I got you, I'm not sorry at all. Lily made me do it. But Alexa Bliss did tweet out quite a lot during SmackDown. But there was one tweet in particular where she said that she was replying to a fan who was talking about what toys. And she said she sees a toy, basically, on SmackDown she wants to play with. Now, that got me thinking, if Alexa Bliss does defeat Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship, could we be setting up Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss at Survivor Series? Oh, this could be really, really good. Sami Zayn, I think, got the wrong memo this week. I think he thought that for some reason WWE was doing a wear your pajamas to work day. But he did bring out Trey Young, and the crowd hates this guy. I honestly don't know who he is. He's an NBA A-star. I don't watch NBA, so no idea. But it did get one of the best, literally, pops of the night. Watch this.
But not Rey Mysterio! And the official caught Trey Young, and he's going to send the Atlanta Hawks.
During the main event with the Street Profits versus the Usos, there was a really weird sound. Did anyone else hear this? Listen.
What we're watching right now for the tag.
I've got absolutely no idea what the hell that was, but it was definitely weird, right?
Montez Ford putting the hurting on the Usos. Losing his shoe.
It didn't take long for Roman Reigns, though, to come down to the ring because the Usos looked like they was in trouble and looked like they could lose the SmackDown tag titles. In the end, Roman Reigns did cost the Street Profits the match. The disqualification victory means no new champions. And my God, though, didn't Montez Ford sell that guillotine so freaking well? I absolutely loved that. Of course, this is when Roman Reigns then accepted Brock Lesnar's challenge. Brock, Roman, Balor, Roman. Oh my God, WWE just upped the game on Friday nights for sure. They really have. But of course, this moment right here is what led to the eventual return of the Demon King. Honestly, I'm excited. The only thing is I genuinely think they're only bringing Demon Balor back because they don't have plans for Demon Balor in the future. And I think they're finally going to have someone defeat the demon on the main roster, and that is Roman Reigns. And do you know what? The work Roman's done, I don't blame them for wanting to give him that huge credibility factor by having him beat someone like the Demon. And it certainly adds a whole new dimension to Extreme Rules. Honestly, Extreme Rules could be bigger than this year's WrestleMania. The matches on the card look really, really good. I'm so excited for this pay-per-view. I feel like a fanboy. I feel like a 10-year-old kid who just can't wait for the next show. Honestly, especially the SmackDown side. Obviously, Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte too, but honestly, I just cannot wait. But I honestly thought this week's SmackDown was really good. 10 out of 10. Everything you want. Returns, new stars being pushed. Big E had a great moment. Sami Zayn had great heel heat. And of course, I just think the show clicked on every single level. I honestly can't remember a show like this on WWE TV for a while now. They really went to a good place. Now, there's a lot of criticism that there wasn't a lot of women's matches on the show. And I agree, but the problem is, what do you remove from the show? This show was stacked. And I don't know what you would have moved off. I really don't. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Peace!